What is going on, everyone? I am Mega Dash, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, October 13th, 3:02 p.m., right in Cola offices. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. Yeah, that's not a great thing, but at least he didn't steal anything. No way, Jose! I don't buy it! But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there! It was Mr. Nick himself! At least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. That seems to be how every case goes. We always end up proving that our client did something bad. Except not really. We prove that there's a chance he did something bad that's worse than what we originally thought he did. Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder? Sounds logical. I think I'm going to head back to Green Village for a little while, if that's alright. I guess the writers didn't think of, lines for her to tag along with for. Sure, but why? I'm going to bring the Sacred Urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with. No, Miss Maya, you should stay here. Yeah, she wants her to stay with Mr. Nick. I want you to spend some special quality time together full of love and happiness. Oh, Pearl, you're too much of a shipper on deck for your own good. Maybe Pearl's is so caught up in her fantasy she forgot there's a murder to solve. Sacred Urn given to Pearls. Now remember, no fighting, okay? We'll try. She's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. Okay, so I guess let's start off with talking. Let's ask about the Sacred Urn first. We always end with an option about this. You must be relieved we got the Sacred Urn back, huh? You bet. There's something a little different about it. Say, question mark. Don't question mark at me, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? See, I mean, take a look at this. Clearly says, I am, on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says, Amy, like it always used to. Oh. So, is this perhaps a fake, then? Well, yeah, you're right. It also doesn't have, all the cracks. Plus, the face has pink splotches on it now. Maybe it got glued back together or something? I'm sure they weren't there before. I doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mr. Amy's name into I am, that being Pearl. The repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that urn is a fake? I suppose it is. I'm sure Pearls will find out about that when she gets back to Crane Village, if she even thinks about it. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, I hasn't been back to Crane Village in a long time. Okay, let's ask about Crane Village. So, I guess people still go to Crane Village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Because she's already a master. I don't know. Well, they have been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. I look like in a strip mall or something? A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen. Is what happened last year still bothering you? Okay, dots. And now we're going to get a recap of what happened last year. That murder in your village happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the crane technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. So that's not actually what happened here. They just, the prosecution tried to claim that's what happened. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. Sounds like being the master of Karain is going to be a heavy responsibility. Alright, let's ask what to do. So what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder. Sounds like a reasonable plan. Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Do we have to talk to Larry or something? Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know. She should? Oh yeah, because her husband works there. Duh. Let's see. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Why not? Motorcycles. You're not thinking of getting one, are you? Not the same little boy who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy. Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight. Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center, too. So, that's all our talk options, so now we can move, presumably. So, we could go either to the detention center or Damask's hideout. So, let's go to Damask's hideout first and talk to What's-Her-Face. October 13th, Damask's hideout. Except not actually Damask. I think, did we already prove that? I'm not sure we proved anything regarding who Damask is. We just proved that Mr. Delight wasn't the one who was the one at the thing. But that still could have been fake. Who knows? Oh, Nicky boy! Maya! Mr. Delight? All I did was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating yourself up. Jesus. Hey, Nicky boy, please. Please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Mr. Light has such a vulnerable side. Alright, so I guess let's talk. Let's talk about what we came to talk about first, which is KB Security. Mr. Light, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? Does he not? Oh, that's right. According to what we heard today. Say, come on, don't tell me you didn't know it. Ronnie Light was once an employee of KB Security. Okay, so he's saying he didn't. It's been almost a month since I played the last portion, so he was a professional security guard. But he quit. He doesn't work there anymore. It looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. So, that does... Excuse me. Why is it that I always yell when I play this game, even when it's been so long? So, it could be that he is still stealing stuff to pay the bills, but he was still framed for this one. See, KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, motorcycles are faster. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. Make it to KB Security that fast. Are you sure you aren't literally flying? Oh. Excuse me. Oh. Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass. Thanks. We'll just go there ourselves. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a security cat you are, Nick! Mr. Light told us the location of KB Security. Okay, she can't just tell us instead of, just having a little text says she told us. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick! Actually, first, I want to ask stuff. Let's ask about Detective Abby. We'll go up, from bottom to top. I hate these kinds of people more than anything! You mean Ace Detectives? No, I'm fine with Ace Detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves? No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be Ace Detectives. That's pretty specific. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Abney's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more nervous. I wanted to try and find out more about the real criminal, despite the fact that this is all way, way, way illegal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah. And Detective Atman knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. I mentioned him on the Great People of the Town segment on TV. Okay. So then you went there to ask him some questions? That's right, I'll do whatever it takes to save my man, except of course he wasn't there because he was at the trial. His secretary said, excuse me. The ex-detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. He has a secretary? I wouldn't exactly call that office if it's a hideout. I mean, I wouldn't exactly call this apartment a hideout either, but the game still calls it one. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. But yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday, too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Alright, let's ask about her husband. I think I tried to say hubby and then changed it to husband, or I think maybe the other way around and it came out as husby. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, we have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. Not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just fantasy for him. Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. Damn! What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Except the blackmail letter. See? Ronnie isn't the thief type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. Thief! Ha! The very idea! I guess I just don't get it. Huh? Get what? Just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? Alright, let's ask about love at first sight, then. So was it really love at first sight when you first met? Excuse me, Mr. Light? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. He did? How so? Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind of just curl into a little ball in the corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Wouldn't they be burglars? Technically? I think robbers technically are only there to steal stuff when no one's home. Or, I think that maybe they steal from a store, but not a residence. I don't remember. There's a difference, but I'm pretty sure this is a burglar. Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They're both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. I would too if I were in that situation. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He ran right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. So, one's wearing a mask and one isn't. Please stop it, she screams. Or he screams, rather. I can see the robber's faces turn pale. Except he's not exactly the intimidating type. Also, that doesn't look anything like Mr. Light. A hyper shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself, he came to save me, a total stranger. All by himself. Yeah, I guess she didn't know him at this point. Yeah, love at first sight. He's so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wait, so I guess she wasn't home at the time. She was being, like, maybe mugged or something? I mean, why would he show up at her random house? Unless they, like, lived in the same apartment complex or something? Or same street or something? Wow, that's a great story. Too bad it isn't true. Probably is at least embellished a little bit knowing this game. Whenever we have these little long story things. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. Phoenix Wright sniffs. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. Oh, Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. I mean, considering it's already happened once. Alright, let's go back, and now we know where KB Security is. So we could go to the CEO's office from here, but I think first I'm going to go to the detention center. October 13th, detention center, visitor's room. See, Lon says, I already told you, it's not me! A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right, that guard over there looks a bit on edge too. She says that every time, and yet every time, ever since the first game, he literally has never changed position. Well, we'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick. I guess we go to the CEO's office. Let's go to the Damas hideout first, because apparently we can't just go there directly. Oh, whoops, that's not the move option. Let's go to the CEO's office. October 13th, KB Security, CEO's office. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? Huh, there's kind of like a little back room and a little red button here. Okay. The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. You expect thick walls from a CEO's office? What has that got to do with anything? Oh, and Gumshoe's here, apparently. Hey, it's you guys! Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. I like how she took the pal. The prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Let's see. Wouldn't it have been, yesterday? Usually isn't the investigation in the morning? No, it would have been today. The investigation's the afternoon, the trials are in the morning. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great, you guys got what you deserve, pal, ho ho ho! Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits. Dear Lord. Well, anyway, the point is I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. You just seem to be more of an ace detective. Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. You've known him for 3 games. I mean, this should be pretty obvious by now. Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Alright, let's talk first, and then we'll investigate stuff, or, examine. Right, let's go from bottom to top again. Prosecutor Godot. Ooh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight. Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it hurt more. That's what my gut tells me, anyway. So who is that Java-addicted masked maniac, anyway? Prosecutor Godot, he's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day in the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. I mean, weren't you also saying earlier that he was like the best guy to ever live or something? You know, prosecutor to ever prosecute? That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway, but no way, he's an amateur. He's a nice man in court, a maverick that gives me goosebumps. I assume that's supposed to say gives. Goosebumps. You? Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Didn't all the other prosecutors give you goosebumps too? Nobody would talk to me, they all just turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular. I mean, yeah, literally none of the prosecutors ever has liked him. No, that's not what I meant. That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. So he's heard of me before. I get the feel. Well, I didn't see what that was. I'll just click through the option again and come back when we get to that last section. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. That was the text. Alright, so let's now ask about Detective Apney. So, what happened to Master Mask? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling. That sounds like Mr. Delight. Oh, no, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that Detective Apney? Oh, ho! Oh, that was great! That guy got what he deserved! Ho, 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 ho! Last detective I know and love. let's see. Think about it. Abby was always around when the calling card showed up. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That explains how he's able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. He just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. Except for that one time he returned it, just to keep his credibility. There's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one. A witness? Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief was already under arrest, you guys can keep it. So, stolen the gem and the thief, it says. The precious gem and Tear of Emanon was targeted last night around when the price was on. Hey, this guard here, haven't I seen him somewhere before? Is it Delight? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it, newspaper clipping was added to the court record. Right. See, let me actually. What was the beginning part of this? So happened as okay. So they asked about Mask to Mask. My brain instantly connected it with Rom because that's how it was with the first half of the case. So that's why there was this confusion about him thinking it was Ron and Phoenix then corrected him. Alright, I'll skip through this. Alright, we're done with that. Let's ask about what happened. Someone set up us the bomb. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. I keep switching voices for some reason. I don't know why I'm doing that in this video. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was brought before his trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room. So, today is the 13th, so 1 a.m. on the 12th, I mean, he was dead for over 24 hours before someone found him. Okay. So, is there blood anywhere? I mean, if that would be consistent with blunt force trauma. It happened at exactly the same time that Mask to Mask was sealing the urn, huh? That's convenient, I suppose. Autopsy report added to the court record. Don't we usually only get that in the trial? I guess we're getting it this early because it's the second investigation. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? More than an entire day. There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside the safe. I presume that's that one. Maybe it's that? I don't know. Safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody heard from him when they opened the safe this morning. Out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out. Oh, okay, so it is right there. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard. I thought it was Bullard or Billard. Let's see. Oh, yeah, so that is. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. Okay. So, let's take a look at our court record. So, we've gotten 2 new items. The newspaper clipping, touch the check button for details. So, again, we can't really see who it is. But maybe it's... they say it looked like someone. They didn't say who, so, Rom would be the only one that would be really notable. Okay, Kane's autopsy report, time of death, 10:12 at 1 a.m., cause cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. Alright, I guess let's examine things. So, let's start with what's at the very, very middle of the desk. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. It's not that big, either. Hey, it looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second. Yeah, how about no? Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you, let me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. This is the life. Yeah, I don't think you're ever going to actually be a CEO. The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know. Yeah. Eek! Yeah, really. Okay, so... let's check out the safe, I suppose. Ew, think about it. A dead guy was laying in here all night.
Yeah, oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none.
Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right? So maybe they just wore gloves? Yeah, and so? Well, if Mr. Bullock's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready?
Okay, shoot.
Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open the safe, pal.
Yeah, and
everyone knows how to open the safe had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is...
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Former security chief, Ron DeLight.
What? Ron DeLight? He was a security chief? Maybe he was going in there. We don't know who the blackmail letters writer was, so maybe it was Kane and he was putting the money in the safe and just left it open or something. Ron, so he knew how to open the safe, huh? Jesus, someone's like weed whacking or something outside my window. Hopefully it's not coming too loud on the mic.
Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal.
So is the outline any different from the safe itself? This rope, you think it fell out of the safe when it was opened? No, it's pretty standard at crime scenes. I don't think so. So you mean... Yeah, I think the string shows where and how the corpse was lying. Not that it really matters because it wasn't its original position. You mean... The victim, he was killed by being crushed by the safe door? No! Oh my god. She can't be serious, can she? Alright, so let's take a look at other objects around the room. What's this big blue box thing? Check out this big thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading the file isn't exactly back-breaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. Well, what did you find out, Nick? This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This file is all about Mask to Mask. It's filled with info on him. I mean, presumably KP Security would provide security for some of the places that Mask to Mask had operations on, and they would therefore be in their best interest to try to stop him. What kind of info? Filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes. Hey Nick, look at the last page. It's a list, let's see. Key of Eminon, $90,000, so the items and their estimated value. No, I mean, they would probably need to know that for insurance reasons anyway. This looks like a list of all the treasures that the Mask to Mask stole. So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item? I don't know, that number sounds kind of low to me. I think I better secretly make a copy of this list and put it in the evidence. Kane's list out of the court record. So, I mean, it could be perhaps how much was spent guarding it, or how much it was insured for. Let's check out this painting. Nothing up here is anything, is it? Wow, look at that huge frame photo! Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky. I like how every single one of these they have to, say in text what it's supposed to be because it's so low res. There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? Well, this guy didn't get out enough, or he had really rotten luck with the weather. Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Oh, that's sad. Right, is this anything? No. Alright, let's examine this big red button. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. We maybe shouldn't have actually pressed it.
Hey, cut it out! Don't press that!
Think too late. It was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. I guess it's sort of a panic button, presumably. What is that button, anyway?
It's an emergency buzzer. It says right there on the panel.
Which we can't read because it's too low res. Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
This alarm connected to the basement guard's room. It's used to summon security up here.
Really? That's possible on the night of the crime. Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, You think that maybe you pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. The buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints of the buzzer. Mr. Bowler, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know.
So he was killed in a way that didn't give him a chance to press the buzzer. I think we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Emergency buzzer was added to the court record. So, we can examine these shelves. These look like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid. I can't get in between these two shelves. Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are connected by a special panel. So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files. Yeah, files full of data about security jobs they were hired to handle. It'd be a good night's reading if you got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something. Nope. Okay, so I think that's the last of the examination. We didn't get any additional talk options from that, did we? Alright, so I guess the next order of business would be to move to the security room, but it's been a little over 30 minutes, probably pretty much exactly if you count the little bits I cut from the conversation. So I'm going to end things here, and we'll go to the security room in the next video. I am Make a Dash, and I am out.